Welcome back. Hopefully you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and you're ready to go. I want to keep it close to 10 minutes or so I want to not put too much on the board and cover too much at a time. So in this particular session, we're going to talk about the central fact of economics. We're going to talk about 4 different ways and its relationship to a person called Thomas Carlyle, an economist by the name of Thomas Carlyle. So these different ways of saying the central fact are simply formulations, word formulations, which all attempt to say the same basic concept using 4 different formulas of getting to the same thing. So the first way we can state the central fact of economics is in 2 words. Those 2 words are scarcity exists. When we're talking about the central fact, the basic fact, the most fundamental principle around which all of economics and economic theory revolves, it revolves around the central fact that scarcity exists. The second way we could state the central fact of economics, and I'll put this word on the board for you because for testing purposes, you're going to have to spell this word correctly to get credit for it. So the first way we can state the central fact of economics is in 2 words, scarcity exists, and now we're going to say the same thing in 1 word. Go ahead, take a shot at pronouncing that word. Now, I did not make this word up. This word is in the economic literature, so you can't fault me for this word. I think it's pronounced something close to Tonstafl. Tonstafl. And the reason that you have to spell it correctly is because it stands for there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. And that's why you have to spell it correctly. Tonstafl is a way that we can express the central fact of economics in 1 word. 2 words, scarcity exists, number 1. Number 2, Tonstafl. Number 3, the third way we could state the central fact of economics is nothing has a 0 price. Nothing has a 0 price. Let me try to illustrate what I mean by that. Let's assume that you have a wealthy uncle, and he's very proud that you are taking your college classes and you're putting in so much time and you're advancing your marketability and your market worth by getting this microeconomics course under your belt as well as the English and accounting and those sorts of things. And he says, you know that car you've been driving? You really do need a more reliable piece of transportation as long as it's fuel efficient and reliable and not flashy and I'm not wasting my money. Pick a car that will serve that function very well. Pick a car like that. I don't know. Any ideas? Guesses? A Honda Civic. All right. What do they normally run in terms of price? $20,000, I hear from the man in the back. $20,000. Thank you for the illustration. Let's say that we have $20,000. How many of these Honda Civics can we buy? 1. But what if there is a sale and Honda brings the price of their Honda Civics down to $10,000? How many could we afford to buy? And the answer is 2. But if we brought the price down to $5,000, we could afford to buy 4. If they brought the price down to $1,000, we could afford to buy 20. If they brought their price down to $1 a piece, we could buy 20,000 of those things. We could just say, hey, I need a car for every day of the week. I need a car for every hour of every day, of every color. And if the price went below there, we could just say, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Put them someplace. I don't care where. Just keep them coming. Because at a zero price, we could, in theory, be able to acquire and consume an infinite amount of Honda Civics. So now if we go back to my original statement, nothing has a zero price. There's nothing out there that we can say, well, just keep it coming, I want more, I can afford it, just keep it coming, because nothing has a zero price. Let's do this one more time. Can you remember the first way we did it? In 2 words. Scarcity exists. In 1 word. Tonstafl. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch, and since I didn't make up the word, I'm not responsible for the grammar. And we could say it in terms of price. Nothing has a zero price. Now the last way we could state the central fact of economics takes a few more words. So here you go. If you're ready to write this down, because it takes a little while to write this down, so I'll go slow. Here goes. You cannot have all you want. You cannot have all you want of everything you would like. You cannot have all you want of everything you would like. Now, notice there, we're really saying the same central idea, the same central fact, but we're using a different combination of word or words to get to that same principle. Is that a happy thought? Is it good news to know that we cannot have all we want of everything that we would like, or nothing has a zero price? That's why this person, Thomas Carlyle, is well known for the phrase that economics is a dismal science. Economics is a dismal science. Now, he wasn't speaking from a student standpoint who has to learn these concepts and feed back all this data on the form of test. He was talking about the concept of economics itself is not really a happy thought. It's not one of the things we wake up in the morning and we're really happy about, wow, I'm limited. I cannot have all I want of everything. And everything has a price much greater than zero. And there is no such thing as a free lunch. Now that is as far as I wanted to go. And I think I'll pick up with the idea of asking questions about these in the next segment.